Look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Come on now.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The numbers for Freeman a week ago: 20 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Rashard Matthews here on the catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. He completes it to Bryant. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah,
and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Watch it now, Barney. Blue, line it.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
On second down, here's Rosen. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long here for Rosen, eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, 78 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Flushed out right, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Ertz has it left side. Fighting through. He's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3rd and long, it's Newton. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They run with Hines. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
No, check, Patriots!
And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, turns, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. He won't go down. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Rosen, escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You gotta know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. 3-19.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here's Newton now on second down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And some space here. They can't tackle him. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Shakes off the, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Preston Brown. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Like the footwork back there. I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Fourth down. Here's Rosen. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Freeman again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Hines, and some room to maneuver. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And now running right through it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
False start, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Holding, offense.
David DeCastro, the former first-round pick out of Stanford, gets the flag. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. To throw on second down is Newton. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing is Newton. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete here. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3rd and goal, Rosen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Brandon, remind me again, This is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Bryant with a catch right side. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dez Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On second down, here's Rosen. Flush to his right. Shedding the tackle. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got it. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On third down, it's Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now it's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time Keeps reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Hines. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
3-19! Gun! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nyheim Hines with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the Panthers coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On second down, here's Newton. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin the drive with Williams. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
On 3rd down, that's Hines. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rosen will throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Well, Charles,